Hi everyone.
Hi.
Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
We're going to talk about lesson 9.2 today. There's not much that I'm going to tell you in this video. I'm going to go through an example problem, but basically I need you to read the lesson out of the textbook. 9.2. It's on pages 553 through 556. It's not a long one. Uh, I don't feel like the concepts in there are overly difficult, so I think it should be okay. They go through some extended word problems. We'll be talking about those more tomorrow, but it would be good for you to take a look at those now. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do actually your first homework problem uh, with you. So you can just copy this down. This is number 2, and I'm going to start with letter B actually. This one asks you to subtract functions. So, we're again looking at combining functions. In this case, we are simply doing algebra with functions. So they give you two functions, f of m and g of m, and they're asking you in B, what is f minus g of x? Now, I first want you to understand that this notation simply means the same as f of, sorry, this was supposed to be an m. This notation means the same as f of m minus g of m. Right? Same thing, all right? This is probably makes a little more sense to us. So we're going to take the f of m function, which is 3 divided by m minus 4, minus the g of m function, negative 3m divided by 2m minus 5. Okay? And that's pretty much the main part. Except for some simplifying. Okay, and this is the part that is probably going to trip some of you up. That's why I wanted to go through it. I do want you to simplify these and practice some of your algebra steps with functions here. So, how are we going to combine these two expressions that are being subtracted? Well, we know with fractions that in order to add or subtract them, you have to have a common denominator, right? And we can't just multiply by a 2 here and subtract another 1 to get it the same as that. We have to change these by multiplying and dividing, okay? But what are we going to multiply top and bottom by here and top and bottom by here so that, first of all, we don't change the value of either expression, and second of all, we make the denominators the same? Well, you basically, again, take the denominator here, and that's what you're going to multiply by on top and bottom. Since that has a value of 1, multiplying by 1 doesn't change the value of that, so we're good there. Over here, we're going to multiply by m minus 4 over m minus 4. Again, value of 1 doesn't change the value of the expression. So we're going to simplify this. This turns into 3 times 2m minus 5 over 2m minus 5 times m minus 4. You don't need to actually multiply those out. You can leave that in factored form. Over here, I have my minus, and then I have my minus 3m times m minus 4 over 2m minus 5 times m minus 4. Okay, so it's to get a little longer now, but we're still okay. All right, so I'm going to simplify the numerator by distributing through. So I have 6m minus 15. Now here I got to be careful, all right? I'm going to keep the minus here first, and then I'm just going to distribute this negative 3m through. So I have negative 3m squared plus 12m, right? But notice there's this minus here that I'm going to have to distribute through, okay? Drew, can I have your help, please? Can you hold that right there? You're going to be like Vanna White, just holding things up. Okay. All right. I'm going to grab a marker that's a little more visible here. So keep it up there, Drew. 6m minus 15, and then I'm going to distribute that negative through. So I have plus 3m squared minus 12m. Now remember, that's all over this denominator of 2m minus 5 times m minus 4. And then we'll do one more simplifying on the top. So we have 3m squared minus 6m when we combine these two like terms there, minus 15 over 2m minus 5 times m minus 4. Now the last thing I'm going to check is if my trinomial here can be factored. Well, I know I can factor a greatest common factor of a 3 out, m minus 2 minus 5, sorry, m squared minus 2m minus 5, 2m minus 5 times m minus 4. Okay, I just want to check and make sure I did that right. Okay, now I'm going to think, can this trinomial be factored that would cancel out with any of these here? Okay. Can any of these factor out and cancel? And the answer is no. Okay, I would have to have a 2m here in order for that to factor. I guess I should see if this one factors into an m minus 4. But if that's going to be a 5, there's no way that can factor into m minus 4. So I've done all the work I can do. That's it for now. Part B. So I know it gets a little long. Not all of them are this long, but I just wanted to point that out. Thanks.